All right, listen up, teaching moment. I began this drawing in the classical style of dropping my pen accidentally on the paper and making a stray mark, which I then worked off of to grow and kind of blossom the rest of the drawing with. Wow. Well, I just kind of threw grammar out the window with that one. I'm not going to use that fancy word, though. I'm not going to use that fancy word defenestration that everyone likes using just because they think that a lot of other people don't know about it. But everyone knows about that word now, so don't even. Anyways, all grammar aside, I started this drawing based on a little scribble that I accidentally made on the paper, which is just one of a million ways that is, that you can use to start a drawing. I would recommend it any day of the week. Instead of staring at, you can't on purpose accidentally start a drawing, which is unfortunate because it's a great way and it's one of my favorite ways. And so I just, count my blessings and my lucky stars every time it happens and, just get off to a running start when it does. But anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about, but here we are. I'm drawing another page of this comic strip. It's an abstract comic, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I mean by that. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this before. It's probably been done before. If you're wondering if a thing has been done before, the answer is yes, okay? I call this comic Dayfever. I haven't completed the title page yet, the cover yet. I'm doing it all out of order. I don't know how many pages are going to be in it. I don't know anything about it. I'm just kind of sprinkling in a new page here and there. There isn't a plot that I can explain, or that maybe you can explain the own plot to yourself, okay? It's better that way. But there are a few panels sprinkled here and there. There's like a little playlist here on YouTube you can click on if you want to see all the little Dayfever, videos. And, maybe one day far into the future, there will be a Dayfever comic book. Or maybe it'll be a graphic novel. What's the difference? Maybe it'll be a manga. Maybe it'll be a mango. And then everyone's greatest dreams will be realized, and people will be flipping through them in comic book stores. And can you guys tell that I'm recording this one while I'm standing up? Usually I sit down to record my commentaries, but for this one I was feeling really antsy, and I jacked up the microphone boom arm, and I'm actually standing up right now. And I'm pacing side to side, turning side to side. I've only had one small cup of coffee. Usually it would take 25,000 cups. I don't know what's gotten into me. And it's only midnight. I have a question for you. What in the world does the better part, this phrase, what does it mean? The better part of a decade. I saw that on the internet the other day, and my mind just started spinning. The better part of a decade. I feel like I know what they want it to mean. Does that mean almost 10 years? Almost 10 years? Why don't they just say almost? I guess, what is that, an idiom? Is that an example of an idiom? That's not a metaphor, is it? I get all that stuff mixed up. I guess there's never a real excuse. People always say, well, why don't you just say, instead of saying 3:15, why don't you just say 3:15, right? But there's always a reason. You can say whatever you want, but why don't you just say, I've been a detective for 9 years, instead of saying the better part of a decade? Or am I misunderstanding that idiom completely, and it really means, is the better part of a decade? Does that really mean just over a decade? Or is the better part of a decade barely any of a decade if you're doing something terrible? If you're being tortured or something, the better part of a decade would be about 35 seconds. So I think that's a pretty fuzzy idiom that's open to a lot of interpretation, and I don't like it one bit, and because of that, I like it a lot. So I might be adding that to my repertoire. to the better part of my repertoire. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching the video, everybody. And check out my stuff. There's links below the video. Important, very interesting things to click on. I'm pointing to them right now, but I'm not actually recording any video of myself. Can you hear my hand going by the mic? It is. Anyways, that was a floss thing. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, everybody. That's what I usually say in my Twitch streams. Anyways, goodbye, everybody. You're all pretty. You're all pretty. Goodbye.